Hey everyone, it's FinalRound and my name is Jordan, and I know a lot of people keep asking for more WNBA videos or baseball videos, but I just don't have time right now. Work volume has been awful. If I did this as a full-time job, you'd get NBA, WNBA, baseball picks, and I would even try my best to put some hockey picks because I know a little bit of hockey. And I have the data there. So I do the best I can with the time that I have. One guy that I do want to shout out for baseball data, I know he puts in tons of hours for his videos. He does faceless videos, so he hasn't got too of a big of a following, but his data is sound. And his channel name is The Scoreboard Don't Lie. If you want to check out his channel, he gives a lot of really good data for baseball picks. So while I'm not able to get those videos out right now, definitely check his videos out and it could help you make some money. So we have a little bit of a better feel for this series, a lot different than what I was expecting. The pace was very high and it stayed high throughout the game. The Celtics, they kind of accepted, the pace. The Pacers wanted to play fast. They're like, okay, we can play fast too. And it ended up just being a close game. Ultimately, the Pacers kind of gave that one away. But I'm expecting more high pace, playing the Pacers style of basketball, and the Celtics just kind of adapting to it. And it results in a lot more assists, a lot more points scored, and a lot more shots taken. So there's a lot more rebounds to go around. So definitely good series for overs if they can keep this style of play up. So I'm going to jump right into these picks. You will see images that come up on the screen. Those will be from a data app called Outlier. There will be a link in the description that will give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. And this first pick is going to be Obi Toppin over 8.5 points at -125. I'm surprised this stayed where it's at. He was up and down in the Knicks series, went under a few times, but in the Milwaukee Bucks series, he was money, just kept going over this line. He's hit this line in 10 out of the last 13 games. So seeing him get 15 points in game one was very encouraging because he does well with that pace. He scores in bunches. So like sometimes in the first quarter, you just look at the box score, you scroll down, you see Obi Toppin. He's already scored 7 or 8 or 9 points in the first quarter. And you're like, well, what happened? It's because he comes off the bench, and as long as that pace is going and he gets in a rhythm, him, TJ McConnell, those guys, they get in a rhythm. So when the Knicks were able to throw off that pace, it threw off shot opportunities, just threw off shooting and all that kind of stuff. But if the Celtics are going to play fast, it's definitely going to be in Obi Toppin's favor. And it has shown his history versus the Celtics this season. He has gone over 6 out of 6 times, perfect record. So this will definitely be a popular play. This will definitely keep getting bumped up like it did in the Knicks series, get up around 12.5, and then he's going to go under one game, and then it's going to drop right back down, and you don't fade him after that. So if you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You can say anything and it helps. This next pick is going to be Andrew Nembhard over 4.5 assists at -105. I know this has been a popular play as well. I was curious to see how his assist opportunities went in this game one. Like I said, I was expecting Boston to, kind of take control of the pace and, slow things down. And I didn't know how that was going to be with Andrew Nembhard, who was passing the ball well. But since they played a fast game, his potential assists was the highest it's been over the past 5 games. He had 12 potential assists, and he ended up with 7 total assists. He hit this line pretty quickly. So he's gone over this in 5 out of the last 6 games. As long as his style of play continues, he's going to rack up the assists. He seems to be a pretty good passer out there, even with Tyrese Halliburton getting a good amount of assists with that pace. He was still able to get a lot of assists. So over the past 5 games, he's averaging 9 potential assists, and the potential assists just kept going up and up. He's just kind of embracing this facilitator type role. Like Andrew Nembhard, over 4.5 assists. That's at -105, almost even money. And this next pick is going to be Celtic. There's actually a lot of overs you could take. But this one, Jrue Holiday over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. you could just pick a stat category. You could go with his points, and I think it's a good play. You could go with just his rebounds. It's a good play. You could go with just his assists, and I think it's a good play. He hit all of these in game one. He crushed it in game one, and he has good history against the Pacers. So recent history, he's gone over this in 3 out of the last 4 games. He had some really good games there against the Cavaliers. And then against the Pacers, the past 3 times he played against them, he had 33 points, rebounds, and assists. And then he had 26 points, rebounds, and assists, just going over this line. And then in that game one, he went over this in points alone. So good matchup for him. So he finished with a massive 43 points, rebounds, and assists performance. Not doubling this, but getting pretty close to doubling this points, rebounds, and assists line. So since they're staying at home, have that same energy going. I like Jrue Holiday in this matchup. I also like to shout out my partners, Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, and ChalkBoard. Use promo code FinalRound11 on any of these. They'll match your first deposit. There will be links in the description that'll take you straight there with the promo code. And thank you to anyone who uses those. And also, speaking of Jrue Holiday, he does play 9 minutes in the first quarter. Yeah, I really wish that I could find a plus 142 play for you guys. I think it would be just really awesome if I could find a plus 142 play for you guys. But I'm just not sure about it. You know, even a plus 180 play, I think that would be really nice to single bet. You know, it'd be really cool to single bet a plus 180 or a plus 142. But just wasn't able to find those. So if you do find something like that, maybe, you know, go for it and take a shot at it, because I think those would be great payouts. So if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on there. A conversation going on about all the sports, even esports and stuff like that. It's a great community. It's free. Love to see you in there. And I'm filming during the Timberwolves game. So recap of the last video. TJ McConnell over 4.5 assists. He hooked at 4. Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points. He did hit that. And then I had his first quarter points, if you got the subliminal message, and he hit that. Pascal Siakam. Now this is where my game script, I thought it was going to be a lot slower. But I rarely take unders, but I took 2 unders in this video with Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton. Siakam rebounds, I had his under, and he crushed the over, which he had not been doing at all lately. And then Tyrese Halliburton under 8.5 assists. He went over that by a couple. Just the pace of the game just allowed a lot more opportunities. Definitely do not want unders in a game like that, especially one that goes to overtime. I mean, like, come on. And then I guess I'll recap the WNBA video because I'm not making one. I had Ryan Howard over 2.5 3-pointers made. She shot 1 for 8 from the 3-point line. And then I had Kelsey Plum over 2.5 3-pointers made. She shot like 6 for 12 from the 3-point line, I think. Yeah, she was great, and that was a minus 110. That hit. And then I had the Cameron Brink fantasy score. I said if you could find it, take it because of her defensive abilities with blocks and steals. And I saw people took Cameron Brink fantasy score, and she crushed it. She got a lot of blocks and steals. She didn't score many points. She got her rebounds, and she crushed her fantasy score. So that one went over as well if you're able to find a fantasy score. I wish they did blocks and steals for WNBA because she would be an easy over. Cameron Brink of LA. So I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you all. God bless you all. It's Final Round. My name is Jordan. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.